Welcome to part 3 of the SWE-bench tutorial. So in this video, I'll show you how to create a Docker image, which will serve as the execution environment for the monkey type repo. As a reminder, in the previous step, I showed you how to use SWE-bench to create a dump of the conda environment that we'll then use as part of constructing the execution environment. So there's two steps to this. In the previous video, you should have gotten these two artifacts. One showing you the actual line-by-line steps for how to install the repo successfully and run the testing suite. And then this dump, this YAML file, which represents the dumped version of the conda environment. So the reason we do this is because this is good bookkeeping for remembering how we actually installed the repo in the first place, and also providing a level of robustness, because in the future, if certain packages get updated or whatever, by having this really exhaustive dump of the conda environment, will be robust to sort of non-backwards compatible changes in the future. So anyway, once you have this information, go to this constants.py file, and you're going to add two levels of information. So add your repository here to this map repo to specs variable, and then you're going to create this subdictionary here, where the subdictionary is a map of commit hashes to testing plus installation specifications. So overall, this is kind of two levels of indirection. It's the repo, and then it's the commit hash. For one repo, you could create like multiple execution environments where each of them correspond to a different commit hash of the repository, but we're not going to do that here. Per commit hash, you're just going to specify three pieces of information: the installation instructions, the Python version, and then also the testing commands here. I'll let you dive into this. You can obviously customize it for different repositories, but the default specs are just what we found to work for a lot of repos, particularly for the smaller, easier to install. So anyway, once you've provided this information, then all you have to do is go here and then run this create images script. So this is under the build repo folder. It's just sitting like right here. Click enter, and then what it'll do is it'll identify that a Docker image has not been created for this particular repo commit combo yet. Just click Y to verify that you want to build an environment image. One part that I've omitted from the tutorial because I did it before is that a mirror repository is automatically created when you run this, or the first time you run it. This is because later when we create task instances, we're going to be pushing certain extra metadata and artifacts, specifically branches, to the repo. And so like we create a mirror repository as opposed to doing anything to the original repo. So this will take a minute, but once it finishes running, you'll have a Docker image, and I'll show very quickly how you should be able to run the repo within this Docker image. And then under this logs build images folder, right here, you can see under this path, it'll create a recording of the build process. So as you can see here, we don't show this in standard output, but it's all recorded here.